Hey everybody, it's Rob here. The expansion has been going on for about a week now, and it's finally time here to talk about the state of the class balance of the game. You might have seen like the other classes struggling a lot, and here you have the Spiritborn being green all up. So there is a leaderboard here that I'm also going to link in the description below here. And you guys can kind of see the top clears on each class. Unfortunately, Blizzard still hasn't coded this into the game, so we rely on community websites here. So big shout out, there's multiple of them, to have the most updated and reliable clears and builds. And I think to no one's surprise, the new class is reigning supreme. The Spiritborn here is actually about 40 tiers higher than the next highest class, and about 50 tiers higher than the majority of classes. And 50 pit tiers means that it's doing about 110,000 to 100,000 times more damage than all these other classes. And it is actually overperforming like a lot due to various bugs. And there is a new patch coming, but this patch is not really addressing any of those bugs. I'm gonna link that below. The only build that gets nerfed is like an off-meta evade build that is at the moment crushing the server. Now I appreciate a lot that Blizzard is not, taking the hype away by nerfing the new class. I'm just hoping that there's going to be a mid-season patch buffing the existing classes. And if we look at the pit leaderboards here, there is actually a Spiritborn now, and then I'm going to show you this video, I'm going to link that below as well, that did the 150 pit in just 8 minutes using a new resilience stacking, like double resolve, one resilience stacking methodology, and potentially also some new meta shifts. But you can see here, this guy is rocking 36 resilience resolve stacks, and he's using resilience because life is triple dipping on this class. Like, you're benefiting life percent from overpower, you're benefiting life percent from the vicious shield, and then the Jaguar main hall is dipping it again. It gets you like a triple multiplier. That's why it goes so crazy, while resolve stacks is only a double multiplier. So it goes completely crazy, and this guy is managing to take down the hardest pit like almost like a speed run basically. Now keep in mind, this is still not easy. This guy has highly optimized gear. If you're playing Spiritborn yourself, you maybe know how hard it is to have this gear level, but still the class is about 10,000 times stronger than all the rest here at the moment, completely crushing this content, and then hitting for trillions of damage. Coming in at number 2 actually here is a Necromancer, and this is the Blood Wave Bone Spirit. It's actually a pretty cool build. Also hitting for a couple of billions here. You can see this guy clearing 110. But again, like, if this guy is hitting for a few billions, like maybe double-digit billion, the Spiritborn is hitting for hundreds of trillions of damage. So still not in the same universe here, even though this Necro build is also what was the only other build next to Spiritborn that was in my tier list in S tier. And I definitely believe it's the second strongest build, like after all the Spiritborn builds, right? Like, this is the old Bone Spirit, but imagine now with Blood Wave actually doing quite a lot of damage here. So if you want to try some Necromancer, and again, maybe we're hoping for a mid-season patch, Necromancer here with a Bone Spirit Blood Wave is actually kind of rocking. And I think he also takes this down here. It's here 14 billion hits. And I think even on the boss, like, you see he's blasting him 7 billion, 20 billion every hit. You remember when Barb was this strong, like 20 billion every hit, man? I don't know why we can't have it on Hoda. But yeah, the Necromancer has it here on Bone Spirit, rocking this 110 clear. And then surprisingly, guys, on rank 3 at the moment is a Beat Dropper here with the Mighty Throw Barbarian, which has actually been buffed. He's also utilizing the new overpower scaling here, and he actually managed to take down 110, and you see all these numbers here. Mighty Throw, this is probably going to be one of the builds that I'm going to get to play at some point here, especially when the Shroud of False Death is back. I'm actually expecting this build even to do a little bit better than it's doing now. You see he's kind of like struggling in 110. I think he like barely manages to clear it. And again, I mean, if you've done 110 with your Spiritborn, like, you know that this is just a speed run for you. So yeah, it's still like 10,000 times weaker than the Spiritborn. However, this build is actually looking somewhat solid. I'm still hoping that we're going to get some core buffs to the Barbs here at some point, because the core skills, like Whirlwind is particularly bad, Hoda is very bad, Double Swing hasn't been in the meta in forever, and Upheaval gets buffed every season, but it's still dog shit at the moment. And we'll see if we're gonna get some buffs to the core skills. This would be like my ask for the Barbarian, to maybe get either some of the key passive reverts back, or to get some love to some fan favorite builds such as Hoda, such as Whirlwind. They both need like a 10x in damage or something to be compatible, especially Whirlwind and direct damage probably could use 100x and would still not be meta on Barb at the moment. And I'm not talking about Twisters, I'm talking about Whirlwind direct damage, OG build with Gore's devastating grasp like we played on launch. But you can see here, Beat Dropper, I'm gonna link this clear below as well, is actually rocking this here in pit 110. Pretty solid for a Barb, man, actually on rank 3 at the moment. And then we have another Druid here, and people have been memeing about the Druid quite a lot. And I mean, this image here is certainly true to an extent. Like, the Druid went to the gym and he became slim, he became the cool Daniel in the yearbook. And he is not a refrigerator no more if you're playing it as the Spiritborn version. But there's actually the OG Druid here with a Hurricane build, hitting for a couple billion. This one is snapshotting overpower, it's snapshotting the crit chance, and it's snapshotting various stuff over the entire duration. This was already in the meta before, and look, he's just standing there AFK like a fridge. Like, look at this. I'm gonna go back again. Look, he just stands there, lets himself get hit by all the monsters while he snapshotted Hurricane. Like, he snapshots again the overpower over the entire duration. He just stands there like a tank and yeah, basically just lets the Hurricane kill everything. This might look impressive, but then you realize it's only in a pit 100, making this like multiple magnitudes weaker than anything you can do on the Slim Druid, on the Spiritborn. So even though this is like abusing like various snapshots mechanics on this Druid, he's still barely doing any damage. And I really don't understand like why Landslide and like, you know, some of the other stuff here on the Druid got nerfed so hard. Look, like, man, he has to like run away to even have a chance of killing these monsters. And this is still like the best and the highest build that we've been able to find. And I mean, he's actually hitting for billions abusing this snapshot mechanics again. But yeah, still, even with all these like weird interactions and snapshotting, he's still not strong enough, man. And I don't want to see, like, if you're playing like, you know, a normal Druid build without any snapshots, like, can you even do 100? I'm not even sure. So yeah, hoping to see, you know, some good buffs there for the Druid too. And then there is another clear here on the Rogue. This is actually a rapid fire, and you can kind of see here the Dance of Knives unfortunately has been nerfed heavily and is not even an S tier build. Like I said in my tier list as well, like, I don't think it's strong enough to be an S tier. And yeah, at the moment this one is still like decently like farming here in 100. But the Dance of Knife was a lot more fun, the spin to win build in my opinion. But that one has been nerfed very heavily as well. And yeah, like, this is just the build that people play nowadays in push. You can check it out, I'm gonna link this video here below as well. And you can like take a piss at the enemies if you like go complete freestyle. And he's kind of having a good time here in 101, so pretty cool. And then at the moment here, the slowest clear, but actually still hitting for triple-digit billion by Roxy, is the strongest Sorc build that we know of so far. And again, guys, it's Shatter double dipping with Fireball. So you can see here, 150 billion hits. This one is actually doing a lot of damage, and it's actually like kind of blasting in the run here itself. So you can see here Roxy take down these elites. Like, you know how about the Shatter, there was apparently some changes, but it's still like dipping multiple multipliers and doing insane amounts of AoE damage. And this was actually the strongest build last season, taking down pit 170, and now stuck here in pit 101 because you can't kill single target, again because of the Shatter interactions here, like, which only allows it to do damage basically in AoE scenarios. So the Sorcerer had it really rough. I think they had one of the coolest and most fun build, the Lightning Spear, but this one got taken away pretty heavily. And Lightning Spear is not really like a cool pushing build anymore. And I don't know, like, for the mid-season, I would kind of hope they would revert some of the changes to Lightning Spear, because with Spiritborn in the game, like, Lightning Spear kind of looks like a joke, even at the old power level, or even bring back like Ball Lightning to its former glory, because it's all like very weak in comparison to the Spiritborn anyways. So I would kind of like hope that we see, you know, spin to win Barb, spin to win Rogue, Lightning Spear, maybe Hoda Barb, maybe Ball Lightning Sorc, you know, coming back to former glory before it got nerfed heavily. Because those builds were actually fun and people, I think, enjoyed it very much. And yeah, you can see here Roxy spawn in the boss, but then again, you go, like, she even has a minion boss and it still takes forever to kill the boss on a Sorc. Like, this is like an ancient old Sorc problem. No single target damage, and yeah, it's no different here. It's, you know, the boss fight's a big struggle here on the Sorc. So you can see here, kind of despair like 5 minutes later. And you know what, Spiritborn, you know what a Spiritborn boss kill looks, right? Like, maybe I can show one to you here spontaneously right now. I mean, so here this is us, like on the Spiritborn. So this is the same boss. Basically, we are speed farming 100 once here on the Spiritborn. And I just want to show you like how the boss fight looks here on a Spiritborn. So this is like just basically Spiritborn the same tier as Roxy was doing, and I'm solo carrying. Like, there's 4 other players here, and we are just basically playing here and having like 4 times the HP. And you see here how the build is hitting for trillions, and I'm not even playing like the big DPS build here. And yeah, I just want to show you the boss fight here real quick. So here, this is the same boss that the Sorc's fighting, and he's dead. So yeah, there is like a little bit of a power discrepancy between those classes. So here is the Sorc again, fighting the same boss, and again, this is the Sorc fighting it alone. So yeah, Spiritborn just one-shot it. For Sorc, it's like a 10-minute fight. For Spiritborn, it's like half a second or 1 hit. So yeah, there's definitely, you know, a little bit of problems here on some of the classes. And again, you can check this leaderboard right here. We're gonna have some more updated stuff coming on the Spiritborn because frankly, and we made a lot of community polls, like 80% of players were already going Spiritborn before it was known like how crazy OP it is. I mean, I already said in my videos before release that Spiritborn is 10 times. I said Spiritborn is about 10 times stronger than all the other classes. And boy, did I underestimate his power. Like the Spiritborn, like, I mean, I didn't count for like all the various bugs that we found, making the class like 100,000 times stronger than all the other classes. And yeah, we'll see if those gonna be addressed. Blizzard is certainly on top of things, so they are already addressing the bugged evade canceling build. That one is gonna get a change, and we'll see what they're gonna do with again the rest of the Spiritborn builds. Again, I would more hope, you know, for buffs to the other classes and to some of those fan favorite builds that I mentioned for all the classes, rather than seeing more nerfs to the Spiritborn, because people don't like nerfs. There's a good hype for the game now. People are having a lot of fun on Spiritborn. I hope they don't take it away and yeah, buff the other classes and bring some of the cool meta builds back that people enjoyed. I'll have a ton of updates coming. There's some new developments on Spiritborn with resilience and maybe even with mystic circles and more new stuff. The planner is going to be linked down below, and also the videos of the other people. I hope you enjoyed the video, my friends. I'll keep you posted. Take care, my friends. GG. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.